Sound? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Okay.
CEO of Hotel Incubation Center. Nice to see you here.
Yeah, enhance the image.
Okay. Sir, now we have a virtual meet and I also introduce you to participants or staff and our board members are also here. Fortunate Chandra board members, including the vice chancellor. And Professor Nagbhushan Raju, you know him very well. So he's here. I'll turn the camera towards him. So he will interact with you. Right, sir?
Camera, phone, camera.
I thought, Sir, over to you, sir. So this is a stall, sir. We are going to give you a tour of our stall as well.
Okay.
So we have 13 stalls physically incubated. Switch off your camera.
Yes, sir. Good afternoon, sir. Professor Raju from AICSKU, sir.
Good afternoon.
At the outset, let me acknowledge our gratitude for your kind acceptance for a leadership talk to all our startups. And we are grateful to have Mr. Sunil Reddy Dodla, sir, Managing Director, Dodla Dairy, who has visited our facility today, and Mr. Manohar Reddy, Board Director, and is the Thai Hyderabad President currently. He's one of the board members. J.G. Venugopal, the popular chartered accountant in the town, sir. And Dr. A.V. Ramana, another board director, and all these are the startups who have come to see the physical exhibition. Okay. So this is the first time we are doing virtual startup summit, sir. Although on a smaller scale, we wanted to start somehow and then take it to the next level probably at the end of this year. All, sir, just to have a walkthrough, and then we will hear your address, sir.
Yeah, please go ahead.
Yeah. Please, startups be their respective. Very briefly. So this is
private limited, sir. This is Vaishnavi, and these are our products. We are developing our products from plant fiber-based furnishing. These are the products made from this agave plant. With this, we will extract the fiber and will make all the products. These are all handcrafted products. Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good afternoon, sir. We are representing Cupam Electro Solutions. Good afternoon, sir. We are from Cupam Electro Solutions. We have developed a product which helps in saving the people from electrocution.
This is a project for WWF, sir.
Okay.
To protect them for live wires.
Right.
So this is Bubble Bite India from Maharashtra state. And we have come up with educational courses, and also we have developed two different models for pandemic. That is Doctor Center Model A and Model C. This is sanitizer model, and this is hand wash plus water basin model. Also, we are having hardware course and PowerPoint course.
Thank you.
Hi, sir. This is Rakesh from Katidan Tech Bangalore. We are working on management conflict and also the doctors in critical sector. So these are the products which are available as of now. So this is a light-based device, sound-based device, and different products which are for the wildlife sector.
For what? What are the products?
So what is the purpose of your device? You explain. Sir, in general, actually, there is always a percentage of croppers which are faced by Indian farmers or farmers in general. So considering this problem statement, we have came across many farmers right from the Jammu Kashmir to Kanyakumari. So considering we have built a device in which how the animals will behave. So considering the problem statement on the base end and how mixture of engineering and science, we have collaborated together and came up with the products which are easily affordable for farmers, and we can give us solutions by technological means.
So this is to avoid animals from grazing, wild animals from coming there or from spoiling the field.
Yeah, yes, sir. It's like an illusion we are creating by safeguarding farmers' crop as well as their lives.
Okay. Very good.
Thank you.
This is Parthasarathi from Webster Data Solutions. Sir. We have 4 products. One product is addressbar.in, just like
Just Dial exclusively for Andhra and Telangana. Other is teaching-careers.com to showcase the information about teaching jobs globally. Other one is hospitracker.com related to healthcare industry, paramedical and medical jobs and medical tourism related portal. Other one is sarpanchforyou.in. Is a rural platform to showcase the sport technologies, how sport technologies benefit the village, and what is the role of the sarpanch in adoption and other things.
Very good.
Good afternoon, sir. This is Blue Moon Private Limited. It is a social startup. We provide 3 services: image management, alternative careers, and a vocal of local stock show on the lines of Prime Minister's campaign for vocal for local, to celebrate the journeys of local heroes who are contributing their bit in making India self-reliant, sir.
Excellent. Excellent.
Good afternoon, sir. I'm Mohammed from Civicon. We provide household and construction and appliance services with the quick, secure, and affordable services. Like quick, sir, within 3 hours we provide services, and security, we will give security to the customer by the agreement with the professions, and affordable, we give affordable cost by the market rate. Thank you, sir.
Very good.
Hi, sir. We are cultivating mushroom unit, sir. We have cultivated 2 types of, one type of milky mushroom and white oyster mushroom. We are different type of preparing food, sir. This is pickle. This one is pakoda. This is the bakery cake. With one type of pakoda, sir. Mushroom based. Mushroom.
Okay. Very nice.
Hello, sir. We are developing Android-based applications, sir, that can address the concerns that come between farmers and industries in contract farming. We are trying to provide farmers with different applications, sir. This is a prototype of our application homepage.
Okay.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Good evening, sir. I am Anita Rajalakshmi from Kadaipai. Kadaipai brand is a promotion for eco-friendly products and sustainable products. In that, we have banana fiber made baskets and products. That is a revenue generation scheme for local farmers. And also we have the vetiver products, that is cuscus made products for fragrance and decors. And we have new product from bamboo fiber, that is bamboo yarn made 100% towels. These towels are antibacterial activity. It has an antibacterial usage, and also the towels are made from 100% bamboo, sir. Thank you.
Excellent. Excellent.
I'm representing Sirudanela Sangam. I'm representing basically 90 women who have been making these snacks and sweets. The snacks and the specialty is they have been made with ragi, foxtail, and pearl millets. Totally health cautious products. Women cooperative.
These are farmers producers groups, sir, totally managed by women cooperative.
Women cooperative. I'm representing them 90 women who made these products.
Very good, very good.
Hello, sir. This is Siddhartha, and this is so I'm founder director of the company. He is co-founder. We have come up with the world's first electronic sanitizer, which is being registered in Guinness World Record, and also it is India patented. And also we have US and international patent pending. Abdul will show you the demonstration how the product works. It is completely liquid free and no maintenance, saves water, and it is not a recurring amount for the product. So you need to place your hands for 5 seconds. There will be 2 beeps, which indicates that the sanitization process has been completed. And if a person wants to test whether the product is working or no, just need to put his fingertips onto the device. Every fraction of a second, a person can smell ozone. So it is. We have a central government NABL certification and also CSIR certification for UVC product.
We can go.
So the product works like this. Thank you.
Thank you.
Excellent.
Yeah. Good afternoon, sir. This is Parthasarathi from Ananta Naturals Farmer Collective. So we are practicing organic farming as a collective, and we are creating a marketing platform for our farmers in a trusted way. So we are a group of farmers who are growing like fruits, vegetables, millets, pulses, spices, and we are doing a value addition at village level. Like we are setting up a rural enterprise nearby village to the university, where we are sourcing all from our farmer collective and doing processing and value addition and targeting the Tier 1, Tier 2, Tier 3 cities for creating marketing awareness, and we are selling our produce at thank you.
Excellent.
गुड आफ्टरनून सर, हमारा ये कदरी से है सर। हम ब्लैक प्रिंटिंग सारीज करते हैं। ये व्हाइट क्लॉथ आता है सर, व्हाइट क्लॉथ को डाइंग करने के बाद बिल्कुल प्रिंट करते हैं सर। ये ब्लैक से प्रिंट करते हैं सर। हैंड प्रिंटेड हैंड ब्लैक प्रिंटिंग सारीज।
वेरी गुड। तो इसमें क्या आप क्या टेक्नोलॉजी यूज कर रहे हैं? कुछ
ऑर्गेनिक डाइस सर, नेचुरल कलर।
हाँ,
नेचुरल कलर सर, ऑर्गेनिक डाइस।
हाँ, ऑर्गेनिक डाइस। अच्छा अच्छा।
हाँ,
कुछ आपका पेटेंट है उसमें? कुछ आपका जो यूनिक चीज है उसमें, क्या कोई भी कर सकता है ये?
नहीं, कोई भी नहीं सर, हमें ट्रेनिंग देते हैं सर इसके पास हमें।
अच्छा।
हाँ सर,
basically it's a traditional knowledge, sir. We cannot be patented. It's coming as a tradition for hundreds of years in Andhra Pradesh. So dye is basically made from villages and tribals from Vijayawada, and it has got molds. It has got the designs, intricate designs. This is done by only few families in Andhra Pradesh. They give us, and these people take this and do hand printed sarees. So it's basically a livelihood and a social innovation rather than a tech innovation.
Okay. But are these dyes much better or stronger than conventional things that you get from outside?
I mean, in terms of its washability and dye retention, it's all same, sir. It's nothing that you can tell it's better. But the only uniqueness is that it's from plant pigment, from the plant, entirely from the plants. No synthetic thing.
Not chemical.
So, yes, sir. These are the startups we have displayed physically, sir. And virtually, I think in the link, you can definitely visit. Now over to Professor Raju, sir. You can take the proceedings.
So these are startups of SKU, or they are startups invited?
No. The physical, all of them are startups from SKU. Okay. Except for this FPOs, who will be incubated with us only for the marketing support. Rest all of them are our startups. Okay. But in the virtual, we also given the opportunity for other startups as well to showcase.
Very good.
But what I've shown in the stalls, physically, all of them are ours. Okay.
Please send me a write-up of all these startups and their products. Okay.
Absolutely.
And, it will be good for me to go through it.
Great. I'll do that. I will do that.
Yes. Yeah, you please go ahead. Sir, we have Mr. Sridhar Krishnamurthy, Managing Director of Local Steel Industries, Arja Steel. Earlier it was Gerda Steel. He's the Managing Director of that, sir.
Very nice to meet you, sir.
And then we have Mr. J. Chowdhury, earlier STPI Director and serial entrepreneur, sir.
Good seeing you of long time.
Yes. Namaste.
So then we have Dr. Malla Reddy, Ecology Director, Ecology of Rural Development Trust. It's another wonderful NGO based at Anantapur, sir, serving the local poor communities.
Nice meeting you.
Nice meeting you too. Thank you.
Yeah. So this is the ecosystem, sir. Now we request you to kindly address us, all of us. In fact, our Vice Chancellor has just left because he had a call from Governor's office regarding the convocation, ensuing convocation in March 5th. So otherwise, we'll be happy to receive your message, sir.
Okay.
Very much, sir.
Okay. So, shall I start?
Yes, sir. Please go ahead.
Okay. So good afternoon, everybody, and thank you so much for showing me around the physical startups. Indeed, it is amazing that today, because of technology, one is able to enjoy such a audience from Anantapur. It is always very difficult during the COVID-19 times to think of traveling anywhere, and therefore it is my pleasure and my privilege to be able to attend the Startup Summit here organized by SKU. And I have to say, it has been extraordinarily beneficial for me to know what is happening in that part of the world, and the number of startups that have come up in SKU and the virtual startups who are attending this call. So first of all, a very good afternoon once again to all the distinguished people who are there. Mr. Krishnamurthy, the Vice Chancellor, the board and the management of SKU Incubator, the SKU management team, the CEO, and all the young budding innovators who have assembled there, as well as the startups who are showcasing their products today. We are living in a very, very different world than the one that I grew up in and that most of the people who are there in that audience have grown up in. We are living in a world today full of hope. We're living in a world where there are exciting new possibilities for young budding talent to express their creative ability through their entrepreneurial spirit, through their startups. We're living in Atmanirbhar Bharat, India, where more than 75% of our people are young. We are having 65% of our people under 35 years old. We are a very young country. And to have a young country and to have the youthful energy coursing through the country is a great advantage that our country uniquely enjoys. In fact, we have the demographic dividend, which is the envy of many a country across the world. It is this youthful energy that is enabling India to take to places. All of you must be very happy today with the news that our new Indian cricket team, full of youngsters, have been able to create a historic win at Australia in the Indo-Australian cricket series, test series, and a historic win at the Gabba, which is the Brisbane cricketing ground. Now, many of you may be aware that for the last 32 years, no other country has been able to win in cricket in that particular ground, and our young Indian youngsters have done it. So not only are we fortunate to have a country that is full of aspiring, young, talented, energetic people, but we are also one of the fastest growing economies of the world. We have been growing at 6 to 8% per year over the last several years, except for the COVID-19 crisis, which has struck us in an unprecedented manner, but which has struck the rest of the world too. However, the COVID-19 crisis has also woken India up. The corporate sector, all the stakeholders, government, academia, industry, universities, it has woken them up with this reality that the future of the world belongs to those innovative startups, those innovative entrepreneurs who can create solutions and who can identify new problems to be solved and thereby grow the country. And what I saw today, just now, a few minutes ago, is the evidence of that entrepreneurial spirit in full bloom. Each of those youngsters and each of the startups which are focusing on problems related to how can we address the food sector, how can we address the agricultural sector, how can we solve the problems of the farmers, how can we ensure lives and livelihoods for our tribal people, for people in the remote districts of our country, how we can ensure that education reaches the remotest parts using distance learning and using technology, how we can ensure that sanitization can be done in a very simple manner using technology and tools that one of the startups displayed, how we can make sure that our farmers are able to increase the productivity of their land, and how we can add value-adding products like the mushroom-based products that were just shown. These are all evidences of the huge opportunity that we have in every vertical in India, whether it is in agriculture, whether it is in water management, whether it is in pharmaceuticals or healthcare, whether it is in education, whether it is in affordable housing or clean drinking water and sanitation. whether it is in waste management or in manufacturing and MSME industry, or in the reuse of various products to create a circular economy that the world will benefit from. And these possibilities are very much there in India because India is a very, very talented country. Our youngsters are very bright people who, when given the opportunity and made available the ecosystem, an ecosystem which supports their entrepreneurial ventures, an ecosystem that enables them and helps them to stand on their own legs in the initial stages. That is why we are having an incubator, a world-class incubator like the SKU incubator. These incubators are necessary in order to ensure that young startups get the right type of support, whether it be venture capital support, funding support, whether it be the domain support that is required, the technology support or the research support that is required, or whether it is business planning and strategy support. All of these are required for a startup in order for them to succeed. And that is why the Atal Innovation Mission has been launching several initiatives at the school level, at the university level, at the district level, at the national level, and at the state level, to ensure that we create that vibrant ecosystem of entrepreneurship and innovation that will enable our young startup minds to be able to express their creative potential. And therefore, the third thing becomes very important in all of this equation, and that is we are living in a world of technology changing the landscape of the world. Every one of us is experiencing the benefits of technology, and everyone is being changed because of technology, the way we are experiencing the world and the way the world is experiencing us. Gone are the days where we found it difficult to connect with or transact with or do business with somebody who was remote. Gone are those days where we were not able to do financial transactions or payments to anybody who is in a village on a real-time basis. Today, because of the JAM Trinity, as the government says, more than 1 billion accounts, bank accounts are now available for our people across in the rural areas, tier 2, tier 3 cities of the country. More than 1 billion mobile phones are available to be able to connect anybody from anywhere to any place. And more than 1 billion unique IDs called Aadhaar IDs have been created that enables you to be able to uniquely identify yourself and be able to conduct business in a trusted manner. Now, these advances in computing, communications, and IoT or sensor technologies, which is changing the landscape of the world, coupled with technologies like robotics, miniaturized electronics, augmented virtual reality, technologies like cloud services or web-based services, communication technologies like wireless technologies, satellite technologies, and 5G technologies, all of these have become affordable, accessible, available, and advanced. And therefore, you are able to leverage this technology and use this technology just like some of the startups have done there, to be able to solve problems that we see in and around the communities that we live in. And when we solve a problem for India, we solve the problem for 1 billion people. And when we solve a problem for 1 billion people, it also means we solve a problem for 7.8 billion people on this planet, because any problem that you solve in India is applicable to the rest of the world. And actually, the rest of the world is now looking up to India, not only as a market for themselves, for their products and their services, but it also looks upon India as the source of talent, of innovation, of creativity, which can help them in their own countries. This is why we have now a $190 billion ITES industry, which has sprung up in the last 10 to 15 years. And we are known as the knowledge capital of the world. We are assuming a position of global leadership in IT and digital systems and digital technologies. And digital technologies like artificial intelligence or sensor technologies or IoT are going to get integrated into every solution that you see. For example, if you buy a refrigerator, it is going to be a smart refrigerator. If you buy a house, it is going to be a smart house. If you buy any equipment for the farm, it's going to be a smart equipment because it will have a number of sensor technologies attached to it. And that makes it intelligent, that makes your productivity high, that makes your outputs much better and more reliable. We have therefore technologies which is enabling you for precision agriculture, for irrigation and water management using solar energies or using renewable energies. We are having technologies which will enable you, even if you are differently abled, to be able to work like any normal human being because of assistive technologies. Now, these are all the solutions that are coming up, and therefore the opportunity for every entrepreneur who is assembled there and who are connected on this video call, the opportunity is immense. This combination that we are enjoying in India, the combination of a demographic dividend and a youthful country, a fast-growing economy, and a rapidly changing technology-driven landscape, all of these are enabling India to grow at an exponential manner. And therefore, the government of India is pushing on all fronts to create that Atmanirbhar Bharat of our dreams. And Atmanirbhar Bharat means a strong, reliant, self-reliant India. It means that every one of its people can rely upon themselves. That is when an Atmanirbhar Bharat happens. It means that you can find your own mechanism of being able to be productive, of earning money, as well as contributing to the society. It is not required for us to be only job seekers. We can become job creators. That is what an Atmanirbhar Bharat means, that every citizen of our country has the ability to be able to create their own jobs and be able to contribute both to the economy as well as to their family, to the society in which they belong. That Atmanirbhar Bharat, as the Honorable Prime Minister has said in his clarion call, has 5 pillars which we need to focus on. First is the pillar of the demographic dividend, where we want to ensure that we empower all our youngsters in schools, in universities, to learn about technology, to learn about innovation, to acquire a problem-solving, innovative mindset. This is very important. You don't go to a school just to learn some subject and get some marks. That was useful for us until now. But now if you want to move further up the value chain, as they call, in the world, if you want to move up the value chain, we need to become problem solvers, we need to become innovators, we need to become job creators, not just job seekers. To do that, you have to acquire a culture of innovation in our schools, in our universities, in our young people. They should not be looking for somebody else to solve the problem. They should be actively solving the problem themselves because they have the ability, but we also want to empower them with the technology and the tools. And therefore, we have launched over 10,000 tinkering labs across the country in schools, and many of those are in every district of our country, the 715 districts that we have. Second thing is we need to create an ecosystem of entrepreneurship in our universities, like SKU University. And therefore, we have launched hundreds of incubators which are fostering thousands of startups. In India today, there are more than 400 incubators, out of which the Atal Innovation Mission alone in the last couple of years, just in 2 years, has set up more than 70 incubators. And we have more than 1,600 startups. Some of them are here. And we have more than 500 women-led startups. Now that is the new India in which we are all going to get exposed to, where women will have an equal opportunity for entrepreneurship, for innovation, for growth, and for contribution to their families and to society and to the country. The third thing we are doing is we are launching what are known as New India Challenges. These New India Challenges are challenges like what you saw just now. How do you increase farmer productivity? How do you efficiently manage water distribution? How do you reuse all the plastic or eliminate plastic from our country because it is a hazard to climate change? How do you ensure that manufacturing in the industry gets boosted because of using newer technologies and sensor technologies? How do we ensure distance education? So for all of this, we launch challenges with various ministries. And for these challenges, anybody, any of the startups, if they have a good idea for that challenge, the government gives a grant of anywhere between 50 lakhs to 1 crore for them to be able to convert that idea into a product that will get into the market. In order to support innovation across the country, not just in tier 1 cities, we have launched Atal Community Innovation Centers. These community innovation centers, and I'm sure SKU is already doing work in several communities around you, which are remote and which need help because of innovation. So these community innovation centers will not only spur innovation in order to create local job creation. Now, for example, that person who has created that mushroom product or value-adding products using mushroom like pickles and so on, that is something that may be available locally, and therefore that will drive local job creation. And if you are able to help such people to exploit the local resources and promote a local industry, you will create local jobs and people don't have to migrate to distant tier 1 cities or metro cities and leave their family behind. We want to create thousands of hubs of innovation and job creation. And therefore, these incubators and these innovation centers can help enable that. And finally, we want to make sure that industry, government, academia, local industry, they all come together to help in this innovation revolution that is going on. And therefore, I'm very, very happy that all the people who have assembled there, very distinguished, eminent people from different walks of life, from steel organizations, from academic institutions, from the agricultural production, all of the people who are assembled there, we all have to get together and work together to make sure that our startups and our innovators succeed. If we do all of that, we will achieve a global position of leadership that India richly deserves. In the last Global Innovation Index that was done, measured across the world, India advanced by 33 positions from a position of 81 5 years ago to a position of 48. We are now among the top 50 at position number 48 in the Global Innovation Index of the world. But my own personal conviction is that we can be in the global top 10 within the next 10 years. Why do I say that? Because of all these factors that we are talking about. We are creating that ecosystem of innovation and entrepreneurship in India that is much needed to create the great innovators of tomorrow. You see, Indians have never lacked for innovative thinking. When our innovator, we have never lacked for great engineers, great scientists, great innovators, great philosophers, great artists. You name it, we have it. When they go abroad, they do extraordinarily well. Any Indian who goes to the United States or Europe or UK does very well. We have a Satya Nadella heading Microsoft, a Sundar Pichai heading Google, a Shantanu Narayan heading Adobe, and Arvind Krishna heading IBM. These are giant companies. These are the top companies in the world, and we have Indians leading them. So what it shows to all of us is that we in India are capable of creating 1,000 Nadellas, 1,000 Abdul Kalams, 1,000 Sundar Pichais from our own country if we provide them the ecosystem for innovation and entrepreneurship. And therefore, this summit is all about creation of that ecosystem. When you make available that ecosystem to our youngsters, they blossom and they rise to the highest levels of possibilities in the field of their choice. And I therefore congratulate SKU, and I congratulate all the startups, and I congratulate all the people who have assembled, that you have taken this bold step towards creating that ecosystem and towards promoting innovation and entrepreneurship across the region, and thereby enabling the creation of an Atmanirbhar Bharat that we all dream about. As the great Vivekananda said, arise, awake, and stop not till your goals are reached. We have to arise to the possibility of creating this Atmanirbhar Bharat. We have to awaken our young people into a world of innovation, entrepreneurship, and make them aware of the possibilities. And we should not stop until the goal of an Atmanirbhar Bharat is reached. Thank you so much for giving me a chance to share a few thoughts on this particular occasion. I really appreciate your valuable time, and all the very best to every one of the startups who have assembled that. Jai Hind.
Very much, sir. And I, on all behalf and on behalf of ASCSKU, Sri Krishnadevara University, on behalf of all the startups and ecosystem, we thank you profusely for having accepted and given a wonderful, thought-provoking address to all of us. We are really energized and to work in that direction. Before we conclude, I would like to call upon their two students, sir, engineering students who have developed this virtual platform for the last 3-4 days, sir. Mr. Rahul and Mr. Sandeep, engineering students who have developed this wonderful platform, these two students. And we tried, because taking the TGS into model, we have tried both physical and virtual incubation model, which stalls both physical and virtual exhibition summit, and which these two people have made it a good reality, sir. So both of them, yeah.
I really want to compliment, and this particular platform that you have created seems to be working extraordinarily well, and and it is outdoors, and with all that, I am able to hear you very clearly. I presume you are also able to hear me and see me very clearly. So I want to congratulate these people, youngsters, and please send me the details of the platform, and we'll try to use it at different places if possible.
Yeah, thank you very much. He is our technical executive, Dr. Chandramouli, and he led the team, both of them. That's exactly.
Chandramouli and the team, heartiest congratulations to both of you.
Thank you, sir. Yeah. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you.
And finally, we still await your visit to this place, sir. This place is just 200 kilometers, 2 hours away from Bangalore Airport, sir. So whenever you are next time in Bangalore, please do not miss and give us an opportunity to grace this occasion, sir.
I'll definitely come. And if it was possible, I'd come for your convocation, but I will come sometime.
Yeah, definitely. We will keep in touch as soon as the convocation dates are finalized by the Chancellor, Governor of the Andhra Pradesh, sir. Definitely, we'll keep you